So you just convinced your mom, so I do not want to buy a store-bought cake, and I want to make one with little to no baking experience. And frankly, you do not want to Nara Smith it, because you don't really know how to work that whole flour and everything else kind of thing. Don't worry, me too. That's why I'm doing this. We will be using Betty Crocker cake mix. Even though she is not sponsoring this, we're going to learn how to make a cake and pipe it too. So first thing is you need to choose your two batters. In my case, I chose Golden Betty Crocker cake mix and I chose Devil's Food chocolate cake. This one's frankly my favorite. That's why we're using this. And we are going to do marbling with it. Now, marbling you always see, obviously, in these two colors the most, but one combination I did recently was with a lemon and pumpkin spice cake mix. I made it for my mom's birthday and remind myself to put in photos, proof, you know. So therefore we're going to be making a cake like that. If it's not obvious, you know, read the back, you can get the ingredients that you need. Both of them say to get 1 cup of water or milk. In my case, I use milk to make the batter more fluffy. 3 eggs for each of these, and 1/3 cup of vegetable oil for this one, and 1/2 cup of vegetable oil for this one. You need 2 separate bowls, because when you're doing a marbled cake, you don't really want to mix together the colors. Spray your pan. Now that your pans are fully oiled, all you need to do is alternate the batter. So for now, we're just going to divide this chocolate batter between the 3. And now I'm going to be doing the same with the gold batter. But in this case, I'm not going to be doing it fully because I have an idea for making the batter actually purple. So here we have a bundle of blackberries, and here we have a sword from medieval times. And basically we are going to be slicing these with the said sword. Wow, the sword works just like your normal kitchen knife. How convenient. Just mince your batch up a little bit before you put it into the golden batter, so it will be a nice purple. In there. Now that they're all in there, just mix them up really nicely. And if what you didn't work, then yes, go by all means, go for the color dye. Purple enough. Now you can repeat the process of marbling. Once you're done and you have your oven preheated to 350, then you put them in for the average number of the 2 cake box mixes. Now that your cakes are baking, the best thing for you to do now is put your cream in the fridge. Once again, Betty Crocker, love her. Just keep them in there for now, and once your cooking is done, then you can take them out and do your first layer, which I'll show you how to do. While you're here, you can just always look at some things that you'd like to maybe add into your cake. Like in my case, I'm adding blackberries and almonds. Okay, here are the 3 layers of cake, fresh out of the oven. So they should be put into the fridge to cool for at least a little bit. I would say 20 minutes, but I think maybe we can speed up the process a little bit and then put it into the fridge while we're preparing for piping. So next we're just going to be taking each of these out. Layer 1. App. Oh. Hold on, give me a second. Yeah, that should keep up. I know I technically should be waiting for this to cool down, but you know, I don't feel like doing it right now. So instead, for now, we're going to be whipping up the cream. Okay, slap it on. If crumbs come off, don't worry. That is part of the process. That is why we have multiple layers in. That is why we have multiple cream layers in cake baking. And if you can see what I'm doing, I have one of these rotating tables. I recommend getting one. If not, you can always just deal with it. You can still work on a flat surface, but I prefer using the table, especially when it comes to doing the edges here later. I'll play some Ravon over here.
Please no one.
If you don't mind, I'm just gonna go play some Spotify music. I'm hanging on till the end of time. I won't give up till the end of time. Maybe not right now. You know, I'm just gonna play some Frank Sinatra right now. Could have sworn that My Way was the song that has the most car crash. And maybe it's like some kind of Final Destination stupid thing. I'll say it clear. I mean, I'd get into a car crash. I don't know. I made a mistake. My mom came in and helped me a little bit. So, flat side up, the curvy side, we want that down. So, to fix my mistake and solve things in life, I'm going to take this flat side, flip it on over, and then flip, you know. Okay? I did the cake my way. Ta-da!
Say hello to my Sinatra.
So if this were a plastic bag, that's one of those disposable ones, you'd be putting this inside here, cut a little hole at the edge, and then poke it through. But you could also just simply not have this and just cut an edge, or even play around with the patterns on the tip. That's what I used to do before I actually got this. I'm going to show you how I first fill it. So I bend this over. So it's almost like you're folding over your sleeves or cuffing your jeans almost. You take a nice glove, and then with this, you bring it along the edge. And then you clean it out. There, that's one bit, and now you need to get the rest in. The way how you start typing is you either twist or hold this in place. Then you can start squeezing. So small note, the plastic bag, the Schmacksham that I showed you, it doesn't work. I'm just going to be using these two piping tools from this cupcake piping set I got as a kid. Okay, so the first one is pretty simple. All you need to do is just start from the middle and then swirl your way out. This one is going to be an Arctic Monkeys reference, so just move up and down in zigzags, but you know, more fluid zigzags. This is one of the most simplest ones. You just put a lot of pressure in the beginning and then lessen it at the end as you are holding in place and going up. This swirl is like the first one, except you're building on top of itself. So instead of starting from the middle, start from the edges and then build your way up. And for this last one, all you really need to do is just a lot of pressure, less pressure, let go, and repeat that over and over again until you have a completed line.
And may I say, not in a shy way, oh no, not me.
I did it my way. For what is a man? What has he got? If not himself, then he has not to say the things he truly feels, and not the words of one who kneels. and didn't beautiful, actually. Look at that. Good.